Learning Services Innovation presents LSI on Learning.
So in traditional Foursquare, a lot of times what I would see at schools, or I know at our school we used to have it, where there'd be 2 Foursquares out on our tarmac, and let's say it was the grade 3 day to play or the grade 4 day or whatever it was, we would run out there and clean these spots, however that was done, and then as a result, the rest of the people who were waiting to play, it would be this long lineup back here. So moving forward, or fast forwarding to my role now, I am trying to find ways that we can always have more and more people included, and ways that we can modify traditional games like this so that other people can play and that we can make it more challenging or more meaningful. So what I want to show you a couple of ways to do that. Let's say you've got a few of them set up outside, or you only have about 8 people that want to play, or maybe even 9. Instead of having one long lineup, it's not so much about Foursquare, about that king's court anymore. You could have it so that each square is about the people that are there. So square 1 is occupied by these 2 people, square 2 by these 2 people, square 3 by these 2, and square 4 by these 2 or these 3, kind of maximum. So now if a person makes a mistake in a square, it's not about rotating, it's about changing places with that person. So if number 1 has the ball, or he or she makes a mistake, instead of rotating, he or she would just simply take the place of that person there. And so then it kind of allows for more time for more people to play in a shorter amount of time, for example, like at recess or in a phys ed class. The other thing that I have seen happen a lot of times, which is kind of neat, instead of playing Foursquare in a very competitive way where you're trying to get a specific person or a square out, you might play it where you're trying to work together to see how many times you can keep a ball bouncing or hit or whatever it is together as a group, so more of a cooperative type game. So in a phys ed situation, for example, you might have 4 or 5 or 6 of these Foursquare squares set up in your gym, and you might have 2 or 3 that are still very competitive because that's the level those kids are at, and then you might have 2 or 3 or whatever that are more cooperative.